G'day, g'day. How you going? Woo, woo, woo. Welcome back. What are we up to?
Episode 7.
Yes.
The train has rolled in. Episode 7. Episode. That's a new word.
Oh, we'll roll with that episode.
Episode 7, everybody.
Welcome
Get
aboard.
excited.
Welcome aboard. I hope everyone's week was fantastic. Send us a message. Let us know how your week was.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about today, Benjamin? What are we going to talk about?
Oh. Well,
I am such a little fucking points. I can't even open my beer.
oh, no good. Just for the listeners today, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see rocking a CC and Dry. That's having a
Great Northern.
Great Northern.
Just a cheeky one, you know.
Non-sponsored.
Non-sponsored. Please don't sponsor me though, because I'll get hooked.
Yeah, that would be too good. But,
a cheeky bev, you know, why not?
Yeah, one bev. How you going? So last episode, actually, we were like nearly famous on YouTube.
Were we?
No, compared to the previous ones, we got quite a few views, which was good. And so we got a message come in just saying, how they really enjoyed it. And I said, what can we talk about next show?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you should talk about music.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a bloody good idea, actually.
I think it's fantastic.
So I think there is so much that we can talk about with music. And I hadn't even thought about this, but what I go back to straight away is when we started DJing. So what would that be? How many years ago?
My first memory of DJing was out of the 18th at we did
The
that
Chaplin's
the Chaplin's 18th.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
I loved that night. That party was off its tits. It was like intense. I still remember I was playing a certain song and I was like, I'm gonna be really cool here and like stop the music and then like get it back going, like just where the beat like was gonna drop. But instead of stopping it and then like doing some effect and then it going into the drop, it just stopped.
It just went.
But everyone didn't.
And that was it.
They didn't really care. They did that. They just kept.
I think they did.
Did they?
Yeah.
I was probably
Anyway.
too pissed off. Two cruises to
Yeah,
notice.
maybe.
But yeah, I think music's a big part of both of our lives.
Yeah.
We're always involved in one way or another with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that party, that was a good one. Lots of people there.
It was huge. Can you remember how like knackered the marquee got by the end of the night?
Yeah, it was completely
And this is
broken.
when we were trading under intoxicated entertainment. Intoxicated entertainment. Do you want DJ and entertainment services? Well, look no further than Intoxicated Entertainment. I still remember doing
that. 3X is the background.
But yeah, we have since changed to Suit and Tie Entertainment, a little bit more classy.
Gold foil business cards.
Yes. They are precious.
They look beautiful.
We charge $1 for everyone we hand out. That'll be $1, thank you. These cost us.
Yeah.
That's liquid gold on there, if you don't notice.
That's it. So I'm trying to think, because when I was, I think I was 14 maybe, I got the job at Rock Stuff.
Yeah.
And that's sort of where I started to get into live music and, PA and all that sort of thing. And possibly that's where I got my first PA from. And then that's where we then went and did some DJ gigs. Yeah, so that was good times. Rock Stuff was really cool. And, every weekend. And you had a bit to do with Rock Stuff.
I remember, not every weekend, but at the time it felt like every weekend. Going with Tim to a gig and helping him, unload, set up, just be a part of it, and that was such good times. I had a blast doing that.
I was telling someone this story. Who was it? Anyway, I was telling someone this story. Must have been Glenn, I think, and I can't remember if you were. No, you might have been there. At the Dimboola Battle of the Bands.
Yes.
like Hannah and
Yep.
Tim. You there?
Yeah,
Yeah. And
because we got a lift out with Hannah. I'm pretty sure.
oh yeah,
we
so
did
you
because
were
I
there.
remember making a CD and then she played that CD in the car and it kept like
Yeah.
mucking up and all sorts of stuff.
Righto.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we go out there and Tim he needed to go to the
Oh,
toilet.
well, yeah, it's the night he farted, wasn't it? Oh, fuck me, man. His farts are shocking.
And I just remember it cleared the stage. Like everyone was just like, who shit themselves and cleared the stage. And it was just the most, like you sort of had to be there, but it was just the funniest thing, you know. That was rotten. That was not good. Anyway,
I do
it's
remember
lots of stories. Yeah, we have plenty of stories like that. But I was trying to think. You know, we've done lots of, weddings and different things, events and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like that's the main sort of focus.
Yes.
I would love to get back into actual DJing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just got to sort of, make time for it.
Yeah. That's it.
We have done
Then
some
we
killer
did the-
gigs.
We did. The Talent Quest. We won personal. What was it?
'cause
Person of the. No, fuck.
You dressed up. Is this the year you're talking about where
Yeah,
you
yeah.
dressed up as Jack Black?
Yeah.
This can be a good segue
You
into
were
us
Kyle
meeting
Gass,
them.
Yeah.
And I was Kyle Gass. I remember putting that bloody bold cap on and the pillow
Yeah.
under my gut.
Yeah.
I still remember hopping in the car and Vicky was like, "Oh God, he's put on some bloody weight. Holy shit!" And then I remember pulling the pillow out of my guts after, after that song. And then we went into Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
Yes.
And then the year after we did Kids, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
But I think we got some sort of award every time.
Well, I know when we did Tenacious D, that was when we got People's Choice.
People
That's what
loved
it was.
it.
And
Yeah.
everybody loved it.
Yeah.
I reckon they.
I remember that.
In my mind, they were shitty that we didn't win.
Yeah, I remember having to run back up on the stage in Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous because the mic stopped working that I had.
No, that was.
Or was that Kids?
I reckon that was Kids.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, I remember having an argument with the sound dude before the show, telling
I do
him,
too.
telling him the batteries were flat. Oh no, fresh batteries, this and that. I'm like, mate, if you don't put batteries in this, it is going to go flat. No, it won't. Rah, rah, rah. What happened?
Next minute went flat.
Like, good work, mate. Thanks for ruining our thing. Cause you
And
wouldn't
that's
spare-
why we didn't win the Golden Logie.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we're not bloody
That's why we're
famous.
not Grammy Award winners now. You've
Mm.
ruined.
Yep, those two bloody AA batteries.
Good times. Why don't you go in and tell them about the experience of meeting Tenacious D?
Yeah, okay. So Matt and I went to Tenacious D. Ooh, I wonder what year it would have been.
2013.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm. We were just
It's
young
at the
pups
Palais
then.
at the Palais Theatre.
Yep.
In St Kilda.
Yep.
And it was cold.
I can still remember.
Cold as ice.
You know, I don't know. There must have been some pipe or something that was near where, like, we thought Kyle and Jack were going to park. I remember standing next to this little, like, air vent thing
Yeah.
just to get some heat.
There was a bit of heat.
Because I was freezing. I thought my balls were going to fall off. It was worth it, though. Those cuddles from
Jack.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
nice.
so we went to the show. No, did we meet them before?
We met them before. We were waiting there for hours.
That's right. So we were there for hours before,
Yeah.
waiting. And Jack, that's right. Jack and Cage arrived. They're in a SUV of some kind. And we yelled out. I can't remember what they yelled back now, but they yelled out the window at us too. And they go in, and the security guards like sort of trying to usher them inside.
Yeah.
And Jack goes, no. Like, we're going out to meet our fans.
Yeah.
and both him and Cage come out.
Yep.
Buddy, say g'day or say hello.
I remember. I reckon he was like saying, "Let me out" or something.
Yeah, he was.
The gate was closed.
Yeah, he actually was like, "Let me out."
So genuine, like.
Yeah.
Admittedly, we were the only two people there, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were the
It
only
was
two
only
people.
us. Yeah.
But that was the best meet and greet experience of my life.
Yeah.
I can still remember him because he's so short.
Yeah.
And I can still remember him looking up and his
Yeah.
nostrils flared and he's like, "What cologne are you wearing?" or something. And he like, "You smell good." I can still remember that.
That's right.
I wish I knew what that was.
And then we went in, watched the show, and because Karen, my cousin, does a bit of going around getting photos and signatures and stuff.
Yeah.
And she had the idea that if we get this photo, then we can print it out, and have it signed.
Yeah.
Which I've got in there. And yeah, so we go out and there's bloody heaps of people then.
Yeah.
But Jack got to you and gives you a hug
I know.
and goes, "Hey, I met you before."
Yeah, I remember. How good were his bear hugs,
He
though?
remembered, yeah.
Oh,
He remembered
absolutely
you
beautiful person.
from how you smelled. Oh, that was funny as.
I don't know, but that was a lot of joy that day.
Yeah, incredible.
They are the best people.
They would be the most genuine people we've met.
Yeah.
Actually wanted to meet us. The
They
security
didn't actually feel like celebrities, did they?
No.
Like, we knew they were, but their attitude and
they're a rock band.
Yeah.
They're a rock
They're
band.
just so casual.
Yeah.
And like Jack Black, I know Kyle isn't as successful as Jack in the
movies
movie industry, but
Yeah.
Jack Black is pretty damn famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the halo effect. You think he's, untouchable, but he was just so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Loved it.
So that was awesome. I'll have to see. I'll have to find your photo and I can chuck them up on the screen for a couple of seconds.
What is music that has inspired you, or a certain album? That's sort of what I'm trying to think of.
Okay,
music
I've just thought of two funny things, or two things.
Yeah.
So, when you talked about inspiring and stuff,
Yeah.
the one song that comes to mind is "Ashes" by The Kin.
Oh.
And now you know the other thing.
I know the other thing now.
Yeah, "Ashes" by The Kin. It is just an incredible song.
It is.
Let me I quickly just want to get up what it says because it's. I can't remember.
Okay, well, while Ben's getting that up,
you-
I'll tell you the story. So, me and Ben were at Pink.
We'd sat out the front of Rod
We'd
Laver.
sat out the front. I don't know why. It's friggin' stupid when you think of it. But we sat at the front of Rod Laver for a good 12 hours waiting for Pink because we wanted to be front row of the stage. And because it's general admission, it's first in, best dressed. So you've got to stay there. So we probably got there at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. The concert didn't start till 9 at night. Anyway, the Kin come on because that was a support act. And they're running out. Everyone's cheering for him. And one of the brothers trips on the didgeridoo that was on the stage, and it just goes flying into my face or neck or
Smacks
something.
you straight in the face.
But it hurt. I wanted to cry, but I didn't want to be a pussy about it. But I wish there was a video of that because that was hilarious. And can you remember when we met the Kin?
I have a feeling I've got video of it.
Oh, maybe. But can you remember when we met the King the next day and you mentioned it because you were thinking it was funny and they're like, "Oh, that was you."
Yeah, they're so sorry.
Yeah, I can't believe they actually remembered it. But
yeah,
Anyway,
dangerous
things, obviously.
Great blokes, the Kin, and I've since I think they come back.
Did you film them in Melbourne once?
Yeah, I did. I think it might have been a year or two. Or 3.
I reckon it was 2015 they came back. You reckon?
It was whenever I was 18.
Ah.
2014 it must have been.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, so that would have been a year later then probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really good. Really, really good show. Yeah, the War Paint, the song
I love that song.
but the version that I filmed had their cousin, and he's like a rapper. He's still called a rapper. That sounds weird, but
I don't know.
the dude raps.
I don't know.
Anyway.
They probably got some like clinical name though.
Yeah. Anyway,
R&B artist.
he it's just such a cool version of the song.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to Ashes, I'll just quickly skip in a bit. This bit. Yeah, here.
That's good.
Isn't that just the best
It's
lyric?
it's great, isn't it? I actually am a big fan of their music.
Like, I feel chills. Like,
Yeah,
listening to
I did
that.
too. But I really love Everything's Changing and
Yeah.
Get On It.
Yeah,
We should send this to the kin because I feel like they'd love this
Yeah.
podcast.
probably.
Um,
But yeah, they're amazing, really amazing people. And they've just started up a new thing called Fran Francisco or some bloody thing like that.
yeah,
And yeah, so hopefully, I'm really hoping that they're going to come back out.
yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah,
They actually are Australian though.
yeah,
they just
they're
live
born
in the
Adelaide.
States, so
born in Adelaide.
hopefully, like they obviously want to come back and visit
Yeah.
Australia. So hopefully they do a few shows and whatnot.
Mm.
Yeah, nice. Who else inspires you? Or what do you like? What are you into?
Oh, there used to be. I go through these phases
Yeah, as we all do.
where I
yeah.
listen to one song, on the way to work.
Yeah.
So at one point for ages and ages, it was "Run" by Foo Fighters.
Yes. Yeah.
Listen to that every day, and then I was listening to "Money for Nothing" by
Oh,
Dire
yeah.
Straits. I really got into that.
You did. That is a good song.
That
though.
is a cool song. Then at the moment, it's "Wanted" by One Republic. Cannot get enough of it.
Yeah. I love
Absolutely love it. But someone was asking me this the other day, like if I wanted to start a band tomorrow, what sort of band would it be?
It too. Yeah.
Well, it could be anything. Like, I really don't have like a super big preference to what.
Yeah.
You know, like I've played in all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
We've played in bands, like
Well, I feel like when we were in bands, we would never we did everything, pop, punk, rock,
Yeah.
everything. But like, I don't know. I feel like when you're in a band, you don't need to have like a certain genre you stick to. You just genre neutral. The 2020 term of it.
genre neutral. That's great.
Thank you. And that wraps our pod.
Yeah, we better stop there. So when it comes to music that I'm into as such, it's sort of, I'm not a massive fan of like really new music unless it's an artist that I've loved for a long time.
Yeah, I agree.
I sort of, it really goes back to like bands like The Kin and Foo Fighters and I don't know. Yeah, they're the sort of stuff that I go back to and listen to. But
Yeah.
What about you?
What about me? Well, first I got something on my mind. I just had
What
like,
about me?
oh, I like
Shannon
it.
Knoll,
Love
isn't it?
Shannon
We
Knoll.
have met Shannon Knoll. too.
Yeah, Shannon Knoll did I have a tequila shot with Shannon Knoll and then he bought me a beer or something?
Yeah. Yep.
Or, his team bought me a beer. He was absolutely
Rotten.
rotten. Putting it politely, but it was fun. I was thinking just before because it was Cade that asked this question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bergs, I have an idea for you. Ocean Alley, like bootleg remix. If you're listening to this, I love your remixes, man. You've got so many cool songs that you like remix. You should definitely add Ocean Alley song to the mix.
That would.
And for anyone listening, Bergs is a friggin' legend. I think on SoundCloud it's Bergs_Oz.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but there are 2. So make sure you get the right one. But check out his music. I'm pretty sure there's like some Justin Timberlake remixes and stuff.
Yeah.
Or I could be confusing that with someone else, but his music is awesome. I like put it on when I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thanks for the what was it called? What did he give us? Like inspiration to talk about music. Yeah. But then I just couldn't get it out of my head. I'm just like, oh my god, Ocean Alley remix. So yeah, if you got a spare minute, definitely do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ocean Alley are cool.
Yeah. Ocean Alley. Oh,
That's another experience. Or you've got your own experience with them in New Zealand, but
yeah.
Lucendale One Night Stand.
Yeah, that was great.
That was really cool.
That was a great time. Pity it was an alcohol-free event, which the New Zealand experience definitely was not.
Yeah.
But it was great. But who am I sort of into? Bon Jovi stands out to me as one of my all-time favourite bands.
Yeah.
I feel like because Mum listened to so much Bon Jovi when I was growing up, I sort of fell in love with the band. But Bon Jovi they just blow my mind. And the power to pull huge crowds even at the age they are now, and how old-fashioned, like not old-fashioned, but like the sort of old school. Their recent albums are pretty much always flops, but they still pull such a crowd, and the star power behind them just fascinates me. I've seen them, like 3 times in Melbourne, seen them in New Jersey. Got to meet Bon Jovi in 2013. So number 1 standout.
Subtle flex.
What was that?
Subtle flex.
Subtle flex.
Yeah. Got to meet Bon Jovi.
Oh, yes. I get to meet a lot of people, but most of them I don't pay to meet.
What was that thing you said the other day? I'm lying. Feel sorry for me.
I do milk the whole blind thing when I need to, but like I think I deserve to. I've got to live with fucking no vision every day. I might as well milk it when I can.
That's it.
So yeah, I have milked it in the past to meet the celebs that I want to meet. So I've met quite a few people. I did buy a meet and greet ticket to One Republic because I just really wanted to meet the band. Yeah. It was so quick, but I got to say what I needed to say.
And thank God you did. Like, we wouldn't have met Aiden if...
Well, that's the thing. Like, if I hadn't have... I remember that I've said this in another podcast, but if I hadn't have gone that taxi and had have walked, the lineup would have got bigger and I wouldn't have bumped into Aiden and then another lady that I met there that still keeps in contact. Yeah. But... so many good things came out of that day, and One Republic is probably the current band that I'm obsessed with. I just love them. Their music's fantastic. Their best album's Native, hands down. Yeah. The last album they did I loved, but it was a bit of a commercial flop. Yeah. But yeah, them and sort of Ocean Alley at the moment. I just love Ocean Alley. Robbie Williams, people like that.
Yeah, Robbie.
Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Who else? I love old school. I love songs like Pour Some Sugar on Me, Poison. Yeah. I love all those real sexual, like, they just want to make you fucking, like, go off. You know what I mean? Like, I just love that sort of music. I keep forgetting I'm on a podcast. I'm just talking. Sorry. But, Do I make you ready, baby? Yeah. But, I just... I'm into everything, Name a concert, chances are I've seen that artist at some point. I've been to quite a few, but I'm not into just one genre of music. I'm into everything. Yeah. But I just feel like music brings everyone together, regardless of any beliefs or who you are, what you are. Yep. Everyone, it just brings people together, and it just makes you feel stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you listen to sad songs, you feel those emotions. You listen to happy songs, you're on top of the world. Yeah. Like, I'm on top of the world. But yeah, I don't know. I love it. Imagine if there was a world with no music. Like,
that'd be shocking.
So that's why I think it's so important. So yeah, I might have to get back into the old DJ thing, like hardcore. Yeah, go play some gigs at the Royser. Yeah. Or Willows.
Yeah. That won't be there for much longer.
Well, won't it?
It'll be the new nightclub in Horsh.
But we have, like, Horsham has produced some pretty cool DJs, like for instance, Bergs, Lena, Brady Het, I'm obviously missing people, but the other three standouts to me. I think you guys are absolutely amazing. Like, I'm just fascinated by the shit you put out. Like, it's so cool. And they just go for it. I love people that just go for it and have a go.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, who else have we met? The Good Charlotte boys.
Oh, I didn't think of Good Charlotte. I have sort of fallen a little bit out of love with them, like just because they haven't really been active for quite some time.
Yeah.
But back in the day, loved their music.
Oh, the best.
Absolutely.
Great concerts.
Absolutely obsessed with them. The best concert was the Festival Hall concert.
Yeah.
I remember, well, underage, and I think we had to go and get Pepsis and stuff.
Probably.
Yeah. And we saw Kim Kardashian before that concert. That was the night we somewhat met Kim Kardashian.
Crown at Metropole.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big ass is real.
Yeah, it's real. It's real. So was the personality. It's about as exciting as a brick wall. No, she was lovely.
Yeah. Right. That sort of reminds me of Seal when we tried to meet Seal.
That popped into my brain like earlier in the podcast, but I thought I'd just let that one go.
Oh, but I just remember, like, I think Karen was in the car. She's sort of tearing around, like, trying to go to different entrances and stuff.
Yeah.
And you and I are sprinting up this staircase. And it just felt like it was going forever and ever.
Yeah, I remember.
We finally get up there. We're both quite a bit fatter than we are now. So we would have been going, you know, like we would have been.
Seal, it's nice to meet you.
We get up to the top and just, he did not look whatsoever. It was just like not looking that way, you know, and it's like full on, like at the Park Hyatt. It's just full glass, and he just was dead set, like staring at the elevator, like that's where he was going. When we met Good Charlotte, did they stay at the park?
I can't remember, but they were good.
I think it was, and because I remember this photo, I'll put it up. Remember this photo? The security guard's in the background, and he is like death staring my camera. It is so funny.
Yeah.
Like, he was not a happy camper. Yeah, who else have we met? Like, I've met some different, like, theatre, like Rob Mills.
Good old Millsy.
Yeah, and a couple of other, like, what's his name? Jeffrey Rush.
Oh yeah, he's all right.
Yeah. The funny thing is though, you'd think, you know, he'd have a shitload of money, very, very famous. He got in a friggin' taxi and went home.
Did he really?
Yeah. On a bloody taxi and went home. Sean, thank God you're here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, met him. I think he walked home.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was really surprised. Like,
it's funny how you like know exactly how they got home.
Yeah.
It's like
No, when I was at the theatre, they just left. You know, they didn't get in a black, you know, usually everybody gets in a black van or, you know, some sort of black, always tend to be black cars, you know, Mercedes or whatever. And bloody Jeffrey Rush got in a bloody taxi and, yeah, Sean McAuliffe just walked. But I feel like the crowd that they get coming out of the theatre and then the crowd they get coming out of a movie screening or whatever, very, very different people.
Oh, very different. I feel like the theatre, you know, people are there to watch the play.
Yeah.
You know, leave.
A bit more kinder.
And people at the movie screening, they're like, you know, I'm going to bottle up your sweat and sell it on eBay. They're like...
Zac Efron, when we met.
Oh, yeah, we did too.
Him, that was at Crown.
But better yet, Taylor Schilling.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
She was beautiful.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
I should have proposed to her then and there because like, that was before she was anything. So, you know, I might have been good enough for her.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long day. Lots of long days we've done, you know, out the front of, you know, wherever.
Yeah.
Like wherever the things are. what's something more exciting? I just feel like I've gotten boring.
Yeah, you have a bit. No, I'm joking. You're boring. I don't know.
You're basic.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Like, oh fuck, I've said I don't know.
How many times?
I don't know.
Oh. There is Queen coming up.
Yeah.
That'll be great. That will be an amazing
And then
show.
we've also now got Green Day, Fall Out Boy, Weezer.
Yeah, that'll
All
be
in one.
That will be an awesome concert.
That'll be fantastic. Oh, someone I forgot to talk about, Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah.
My God, love him. Saw Justin Timberlake in Vegas. I'll just say in Vegas again. No. I'm joking. I'm just being a smart ass. It was there though. I can't help it. And his concert was like next level, like the pyrotechnics, the staging, the lights, and all that. And
That'd be pretty special. I'd love to see him.
It's hard to like know what my favorite or best concert is that I've been to, but Justin Timberlake would be up there, probably like one of the better concerts. I still feel for like a is it nostalgic or nostalgic? Is it N or M?
N for Nana.
N for Nana. Okay, I feel like for like a nostalgic sort of vibey concert where you're just like blown away and like feel almost tranced. I think Coldplay gets you when you go to a Coldplay concert. The energy in like the stadiums that they play in and the way they have the staging and the lighting and
the like light up wristbands and shit.
Yeah, and I just feel like Coldplay was probably the most like the concert that I just like feel nostalgic about. Like it was just the vibe in there and the energy was just next level.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even a fan of them before I went to the concert really.
Yeah.
I just went. I thought I knocked the microphone thing out.
No.
That'd be shocking if I couldn't speak anymore.
Not possible.
But yeah, that's probably about it for me.
Yeah. I'm thinking like, music for me, I've done a lot of recording, recording with $5 microphones and then...
What about the little Logitech one we used to have?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, shit.
Now and then microphones that are worth $500, but it's all good fun, and that's what we did it for, and all these funny cover videos and things that we used to do, and
we've always had a I don't know. We used to do some weird stuff, like Nightmare on Nanymock Road.
Pussy Max ad.
Pussy Max. Take it to the max. No TM there.
I'm a fish.
I'm a fish. I'm a fish. What else? What else did we do? I remember when we recorded that Stacey's mum video. Oh, you look back on that on YouTube and it's filmed okay, but it's pretty woeful. Like, Stacey's mum has got it going on.
I actually don't mind the one song that we both did. What's it called?
Is it
Pink?
The pink one? That's actually not too bad. There's only one part of the bridge where I sound completely disgusting, but the rest of the song is actually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It's called Crystal Ball.
Crystal Ball.
That's actually worth, if anyone's interested. We're like really young and like I've got the biggest man titties in that song. But
just did that song.
Yeah, I just put them on for that song. But we sounded good in that song.
Yeah. All right, so the camera just went flat. We've got 20% battery left. I'm just going to finish this off with when I was probably 15, 16, I was in a band, Fade in Motion. And why did I bring that up? Oh, it was just a really cool experience recording. Like it was, I went to a studio in Melbourne and recorded drums and then the guitar, bass, it was unreal. And then we went and did a video clip with Ruben, that was really cool too. But I think there's just been so much we've done, like even with Nexus.
Yeah.
You know, lots and lots of music and lighting experience there. Battle of the Bands and and that's how I ended up going. That's how Fade in Motion went and recorded, because we won $1,000 at the Hamilton Battle of the Bands. So that was an awesome night. Pushed you.
Yeah, you bastard. So here's me. I'm going up to Ben and I'm like grabbing onto his shoulder because I must have
twisted your knee or
I
something.
twisted my knee. It wasn't too bad. Like, it would have been fine. So I just held on to Ben because I needed to just sort of get me balance back.
No, but you were sort of coming for me.
Oh yeah, well because I hurt myself, I sort of was leaning over to Ben as if
It's sort of hopping-ish.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, he assumed
I thought you were
he assumed I was going to
me.
jump him and steal, his 50-cent coin he had. And you
So
just
I
jumped up in
pushed
the
you.
air, didn't you?
I don't know.
You landed on my shoulder, I reckon. I reckon
Did
you
I?
jumped up and pushed. That's what I remember. And then you pushed me on the shoulder, and I think it just sort of
that
clicked my knee.
screwed your knee even
But
further.
my knee was fucked for
it was months.
Yeah, it was probably not pretty bad for the best part of a year. I remember I couldn't go to the gym, but back then I probably really wasn't going to go anyway. It was just an excuse. But, good experience though. I still remember being in the Macca's after that, and just sitting in the car with this knee that's throbbing. I'm just this ain't good.
No.
But, oh well, it was a fun night, worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fade in Motion was good times. You did some bloody awesome gigs.
Yeah.
And is it called Respect Me, that song?
Expect Me.
Expect Me.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a great song.
Yeah. Good times. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's probably about it.
Well, that's about it. If we sat here for ages, we could just keep rambling.
Yeah. But to keep it nice and tight and...
But it was good. Thanks, Cade, for the
recommendation,
because I can't English.
Suggestion.
Because it was good to have a more lighthearted sort of topic to talk about.
Yeah.
I reckon it was good. So keep them coming through. I really want to do a podcast about movies and stuff at some point. Next week we'll probably have to go back into the deep, dark wilderness. But yeah, we're always open to suggestions, and we're loving it that people are actually taking us in, and getting some value from us. And we definitely get value from you. We don't just post this and then think, we'll just do another one next week. We really take in all the value from you guys, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
absolutely. Hundo P.
What's that mean?
100%.
Hundo P.
Yeah.
You're not from the hood, Ben.
From the hood?
Not from the hood. Hundo P sounds like you're from the hood.
No, that's like a trendy thing to say.
Oh, is it?
It's like a hipster thing.
Oh, shit. Right.
I'm not a hipster
I'm
either.
not up with the times. I'm 12. Anyway, that's enough for this week.
If you were 12, you would be up with the times.
Oh, probably would be. Anyway, what do we do, Ben? We be present.
Be present.
Be positive. Be excited. Be confident. You're awesome.
You're awesome.
As always.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week.
Saldo.
Saldo. Thanks, Bergs, for the good times.
Yep. Cheers, bros.